In this video, we take a deep dive into the differences between the original GTA 5 game, the Legacy version, and the enhanced remaster. From improved graphics to better sound design, advanced vehicle physics, and dynamic AI, we break down how Rockstar Games has brought the iconic series into the modern era. The remastered version of GTA 5 offers enhanced visuals, sharper textures, and a more realistic world than ever before, making it feel like a completely new experience, even for seasoned players. Let's start with number 10. In the original GTA 5, animals were quite limited. The world mostly featured some basic farm animals like cows, buffalo, and pigs roaming around rural areas. These animals were mostly passive, and their interactions with the player were minimal, essentially just background elements to add a bit of life to the countryside. But in the enhanced version of GTA 5, animals are much more diverse and dynamic. Now, you'll see more wildlife like deer, rabbits, and even foxes on the roadside, making the world feel more immersive. Animals can actually attack you now. What do you think, which animal was this? In the original GTA 5, the nightlife had a unique charm, with rainy streets lit by neon signs and tall buildings. The lighting created a moody atmosphere. It had a nostalgic, cinematic feel that worked well for its time. In the enhanced version, nighttime is more immersive, with dynamic lighting and realistic reflections. Walking along the beachside or driving through the city at night feels alive, with realistic shadows and vibrant details, creating a deeper, more atmospheric experience. Both versions have their appeal. Do you prefer the classic vibe of the original night scenes or the modern polish of the remaster? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. In the original GTA 5, the ocean water had a serene, natural look with gentle waves and subtle reflections, creating a peaceful atmosphere along the coast. It may have been simpler, but it still added to the charm of the game. In the enhanced version, the ocean looks even more realistic, with dynamic waves, detailed textures, and stunning lighting effects that make the water come alive. The reflections and changes in the environment add a new level of immersion. Both versions offer beautiful coastal views, with the original capturing a peaceful charm and the remaster bringing modern realism. Which one do you prefer? In the original GTA 5, the rocket launcher had a satisfying impact, especially when hitting petrol pumps or vehicles. When a rocket hit a petrol pump, it would cause a massive explosion, sending debris flying and creating a fiery spectacle. The rocket would strike the pump, resulting in a massive burst of flames and smoke, creating an unforgettable moment of destruction. The destruction felt satisfying, with the fiery spectacle adding to the excitement. And it was a great example of the fun, action-packed moments that the game was known for. In the original GTA 5, hitting a vehicle with a rocket launcher created a thrilling explosion. The car would flip, catch fire, and explode with a dramatic fireball, sending debris flying in all directions. The destruction was impactful and added to the game's intense, action-packed moments, making each rocket shot feel satisfying. In the enhanced version, the rocket launcher effects are far more dynamic and realistic. Petrol pumps now explode with more intense fire effects, and you can see more debris and smoke in the air. Vehicles react more naturally to the explosion, with detailed damage and physics. Making the destruction feel more satisfying and immersive. The enhanced lighting effects and shading add a layer of realism to the fiery chaos. While both versions deliver a satisfying explosion, the enhanced version takes the experience to a new level with more intense visuals, realistic damage, and improved physics. Which version do you think has the most exciting rocket launcher effects? In the original GTA 5, using weapons like grenades, the rocket launcher, or firing a gun into the water created satisfying splashes and ripples. Explosions near the water would result in impactful waves and cause the water to react, adding a sense of realism to the environment. The effects, while not as detailed as the modern versions, were still impressive. And contributed to the overall dynamic feel of the game. In the enhanced version, these interactions are taken to the next level. The water effects are more detailed and realistic, with larger splashes, dynamic ripples, and more intricate reactions to each weapon impact. The enhanced visuals make the water feel more alive, adding an extra layer of immersion when using grenades, the rocket launcher, or shooting into the water. In the original GTA 5, shooting at a vehicle with a gun produced noticeable bullet impacts on various parts of the vehicle. Bullets would leave marks on the body, creating dents and scratches, and if you shot at the mirrors, they would shatter with a satisfying effect. The damage was visible and added to the sense of realism. Making each shot feel impactful. The effects on the vehicle were fairly straightforward, with noticeable destruction on the more prominent areas. However, when I tried to aim at the number plate of a vehicle, I didn't notice any damage or visible bullet marks, as it was not responsive to the shots. While the body and mirrors reacted, the number plate remained untouched by gunfire, keeping the focus on more significant vehicle areas. In the enhanced version, the gun bullet effects are far more intricate and immersive. First, when I shot at the mirrors, the bullets would not only shatter the glass, but also cause realistic debris to scatter. You'd see the glass break apart, adding more detail to the destruction. Then, shooting at the body of the vehicle would leave more detailed bullet holes, causing visible dents, scratches, and damage that were far more defined. In the original GTA 5, reflections on shop glass doors were present, but fairly basic and lacked clarity. You could see faint reflections of the environment, but there were no reflections of the player or vehicles. In the enhanced version, the reflections on the glass are much clearer and more detailed, showing sharper reflections of the surroundings. However, like the original, player and vehicle reflections are still missing, leaving room for improvement. In the original GTA 5, the road textures were well designed and gave the city a solid, realistic feel. The roads had visible details like wear and tear, which added to the immersion. While the textures were a bit simpler compared to modern games, they still played a significant role in making the world feel alive and vibrant. In the enhanced version, the road textures have been refined to be even more detailed and realistic. You can now see subtle cracks, potholes, and more complex surface textures that react to the lighting and weather. These improvements make the roads feel even more immersive, enhancing the overall visual experience. In the original GTA 5, the weather changes were quite immersive and added depth to the environment. For example, after a rainstorm, the roads would clear, with puddles slowly disappearing as the environment dried up. The dynamic weather felt natural and contributed to the atmosphere, providing a satisfying experience as the game world adjusted to the rain. In the enhanced version, I'm walking on the road as thunder rumbles and lightning strikes, while the rain pours down, creating a more dramatic and immersive atmosphere. The wet roads reflect the stormy skies, and the added environmental effects make the scene feel more alive. When it comes to loading times, I've played both the original GTA 5 and the enhanced version on the same PC, and I've noticed something interesting. The original version tends to load a bit faster compared to the enhanced version, which sometimes takes a bit longer to get into the action. Even though Rockstar has stated that the enhanced version offers better loading times, but I have seen that the original version seems to be quicker. What do you think? Which game loads faster for you? The original or the enhanced version? Let me know in the comments below. And also feel free to tell me if I missed any comparisons you'd like to see.